Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. We're diving back into the Buffyverse this week with the Gentlemen, created by Alskander, as always. I don't know anything about these guys, other than they are a couple of creepy dudes. Coming up against them are Starlight Nightlord Council, the Unbreakable Haka, created by Bisesio in honor of this week's Fall of the Prime Warden's story, Terminus 2199, and a Modified Fanatic, and we'll be playing in Northspar, which is probably not a great idea, but we'll find out. So, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. Hopefully you can see that. We start the Gentleman's Stolen Voices. Search the villain deck for all victim cards, put H-2 of them into the environment play area, and shuffle the rest in the environment deck. So we've got two victims over here. This is when this card is played from the top of the environment deck. If it's the first victim played this turn, play the top card of the environment deck. This card is an environment card. This card will be destroyed by a hero card, instead move it to the bottom of the environment deck. When this card is destroyed, each hero deals itself 1 psychic damage. And there's one with 7 HP and there's one with 5 HP, and they both do the same thing. We also search the villain deck for all heart cards, put them under this card in random order, shuffle the villain deck, and play the top card under this. So we have the hero's heart. At the start of the villain turn, each gentleman regains 2 HP. It works like a drug. It's indestructible. If it would go in the trash, it'd go into play instead. Gameplay. Targets cannot deal sonic damage. Gentlemen are indestructible. Whenever this card would be dealt X or more damage, prevent it, where X is the number of heart cards in play plus 1. So we can hit this for 1 damage. Otherwise, we can't deal damage to it. Whenever an environment target, that mostly means victims, is destroyed by a villain card, play the top card under this one. Start of the villain turn, if there are 7 heart cards in play, the gentleman have completed their scheme, game over. When this card would be destroyed, instead flip this card. So right now, what we're trying to do is deal 10 damage to this, little by little, and get it to flip. So, our gentlemen are the Thin One. His HP is 50. Increased sonic damage dealt to this card by 1. At the end of the villain turn, Thin One deals each environment target 2 melee damage. If no damage is dealt this way, Thin One deals each hero target 2 melee damage. So he's going to be killing the victims for us. And the Short One, his HP is 45. He's also weak to sonic damage, and at the end of the villain turn, he deals the 2 non-villain targets with the highest HP 3 melee damage each. So he's going to be beating on the heroes foremost. And that's it. We've got our pile of hearts over here. We've got our very thin villain deck, and got our environment deck with a couple of victims in it. And for some reason, when I put the environment over here, it decided that everything is victims now. So we start. Growing Panic. Reveal cards on the top of the environment deck until a target is revealed. Put that target into play. Shuffle the remaining revealed cards and all target cards in the environment trash into the environment deck. Okay, so we get a target. It is the Snow Shrieker. Increase fire damage dealt to this card by 2. Each hero deals himself 1 psychic damage. Reduce damage dealt to villain targets by 1 until the start of the next villain turn. Oh, okay. That's fine, because we'll probably need a round to set up anyway. Alright, so he hits each environment target for 2 melee damage. And what we want to try and do is essentially kill those victims before they can. And he hits the 2 non-villain targets the highest for 3 each. That is Haka and Fanatic. Good enough. Alright, Starlight starts with Pillars of Creation, because that's real important. I think we'll go ahead and use Starlight of Asheron's power. I'll play a Constellation. 1 Starlight deals a target 1 radiant damage. So we'll play that next to her, which gives her plus 1 damage. And she'll do... I guess she'll do 2 to this guy. Hopefully save him. Draw a card. Haka's gonna... I think he will Haka of Restoration for the sake of drawing cards. Just drop 1. And his power is not very good. The Unbreakable. Until the start of your next turn, if Haka would be reduced to 0 or fewer HP, he instead regains 6 HP. It's the kind of power that's useful in the late game, not so much right now. Draw a card. Terminus plays Immortal Coils, and she'll deal a target 3 damage and add a token to her Wrath pool. I guess I should have hit the other one. Oh well. So that guy goes on the bottom of the environment deck. And he wasn't destroyed, which is important to keep in mind. Draw a card. So Fanatic has 4 changed cards, and go figure, they're all the cards in her hand. Divine Sacrifice is basically the same, except it also reduces damage dealt to her by 1. Sanctifying Strike says increase damage dealt to and by a Fanatic by 1 until the start of your next turn. She deals a target 1 melee damage, you may play a card. Wow, that's really good. Sacrosanct Martyr works basically the same way, except it gives her a base damage of 2, and Zealous Offense only works against 1 target, but it also works immediately on play and requires you to deal damage to that target specifically. So that's actually pretty neat. Alright, we're going to start with Sanctifying Strike. Increase damage dealt to and by, so she'll deal a target 2 melee damage, hit this victim. Play a card. I'll go ahead and play Divine Sacrifice. Well, the damage is going to be reduced by 1. So I think she'll hit everything but the victim for 2 irreducible radiant damage each. So those are all dealing damage to her until the start of her next turn, and that damage is reduced by 1. It may not be a good idea. And then we'll use her power with her bonus damage, means we get the victim on the bottom. Now we need to start dealing damage to the gentleman if at all possible. Draw a card. Oh, hey, makeshift shelter, first waypoint. This card and supply depot are indestructible. Start the environment turn, you may shuffle a card from the environment trash into the deck. Attack Ahab is in the environment trash, shuffle him into the deck. That's surprising, I hardly ever actually get that one first. End of the environment turn, this card deals Fanatic X cold damage, where X is 1 plus the number of frozen cards in the environment trash, so he hits it for 1, because the +1 and the -1 cancel out. Okay, that goes away. Each gentleman heals 2, unfortunately. Silent Night. When this card enters play, reveal cards on the top of the environment deck until 2 targets are revealed. Put them into play. Shuffle the remaining reveal cards and all targets in the environment trash in the environment deck. Increase damage dealt to environment targets by gentleman by 2. When an environment target is destroyed by a villain card, destroy this card. Interesting. Okay, so we get 2 targets. There's a victim and Lost in the Snow. Oh dear. That one's probably going to get destroyed. This victim has 8 HP. Lost in the Snow only has 3. Oh right, but all of their damage is going to Fanatic, and it's not increased, so she takes 6 melee damage from him, because damage was dealt, and then 6 more damage from him, so that's 12 damage. But that's okay, she's Fanatic, she likes it. Alright, Starlight's turn. Pillars does not go off. Nova Shield. That's good. I don't know if I want Exodus or if I want to be doing damage right now. Definitely not doing that. No, I think dealing damage right now is good. Okay, we'll Binary Burst, hit that thing, draw a card. Oh hey, I got a copy of Exodus anyway. Time for melee, because that's important. Take out this thingy, which that's a frozen card in the trash, so that's kind of important. And draw 2 cards. A lot of cold damage in this game. Yeah, let's do Full Moon Express. She's got a lot of HP right now. Go ahead and Immortal Coils, hit that victim, add a token, and draw a card. Okay, Fanatic stuff wears off. Let's chastise the victim, because then I can go ahead and use her power to hit the character card for 1 and 1, and draw a card. We can shuffle a card from the trash into the deck. Let's do that. Supply Depot. Wow, okay, that's the second waypoint. Sure, why not? Play this next to a hero. They gain this hero deals a target 1 fire damage. Who would like that? I might actually play that next to Starlight of Acheron. So she's got an indestructible card that gives her 1 fire damage, which means she can kill that Snow Shrieker faster. Speaking of whom, it's a non-environment target with the second lowest HP for 1 cold damage. That's Starlight of Terra, and that's it. Gentlemen heal, but they're at full, doesn't matter. Nightly Intrusion. The gentleman with the highest HP deals the non-villain target with the lowest HP H melee damage. That is the chastised victim. Reveal cards on the top of the environment deck till the target is revealed, put it into play, and so on and so forth. It's the victim. He's got 6 HP. There are, I should mention, only 4 victims. Alright, so the thin one hits everything for 2, except that guy. And the short one, oh, and that destroys, oh yeah, he hits everything for 4. And that destroys Silent Night. And then the short one hits Haka, and, oh wait, ooh, he doesn't hit Haka. Almost forgot. In fact, the Snow Shrieker hit Terminus, and she hit it back for 2. Dangerous. And then the short one is going to hit Terminus for 3 and 3, and she's going to hit him back for 2 and 2. Cool. No constellations to play. Gonna change that. Exodus. Put Constellation into play. Shuffle my deck. I think I'll play that next to the thin one, which means 1 Starlight deals that target 1 energy damage and regains a hit point. She hits him for 2. And then I can play a card, and that'll be Warp Halo, giving Starlight of Acheron a further damage boost against the thin one. She's gonna use the Supply Depot, though, and hit this guy. Actually hit him for 4 and kill him, just so the gentlemen don't. That's a frozen card, although it probably doesn't matter. Draw a card. Ah, here we go. Taha. Take out that victim, and I guess I'll smack this guy for 3 and draw a card. Alright, Full Moon Express removed from the game. Hey, Stained Badge. Why the hell not? Terminus is now indestructible, and slowly generating wrath. Immortal Coils. I guess we're just going to beat up on the thin one, add a token, and draw a card. And at the end of turn, she's got more than 1 HP, she gets a wrath token. I'm going to do something I never, ever do. Fanatic's going to deal herself damage to keep that Chastise in play. Holy Nova. That's immune. Everybody heal 1. Good stuff. And then she will hit this for 1 and 1 and draw a card. Well, a couple more rounds and she'll be able to take that out. I won't bother shuffling that into the deck. Ooh, there's a victim coming up. All targets are immune to cold damage. That's unfortunate. We're getting the 3rd waypoint next round, regardless of what we do. There's a downside to keeping that Chastise into play, which is that the thin one is going to hit everybody. Okay, they both heal 2. And play Nightly Intrusion again. Non-villain target with the lowest is still the chastised victim. Maybe I won't have to worry about it. Yeah, we get a new victim. He's got 7 HP. So it's, I think it's 5, 6, 7, 8 is their HP spread. Alright, so he hits this guy for 2. And he hits Haka and Terminus for 3. Alright, no constellations to play. Yeah, I think Stellar Wind is a good idea. Should we deal 2 cold damage to each target next to a constellation, draw 2 cards. Oh wait, no, it's cold damage. Shit, I can't do that. Curse you, North Spar. They have nothing to play. Well, alright, I'm going to do this. Skip their play phase. I'll use Binary Burst and have, let's say, Starlight of Cryos 4 deal 1 radiant damage to the Gentleman's character card and draw a card. Alright, Haka plays Dominion, and he'll do 3 damage to this guy and 3 damage to the victim. Draw a card. Okay, Fanatic can take that out, so that's good. Return Fire. Select a hero target. That target deals Terminus 1 projectile damage, and Terminus deals it 2 projectile damage. You may draw a card, you may play a card. So she'll take 1 and hit this guy for 2. Alright, to set up for later, I'm going to play Bone Chilling Touch on the thin one. Won't affect his healing, unfortunately, because it's a character card. Shoot, I can't use Immortal Coils because we're immune to cold damage. Alright, fine. We'll use her base power. Play a card, Terminus deals herself, no cold damage. I'll play Bone Chilling Touch on the other gentleman. That's cool. Draw a card, and she gets a Wrath token. Alright, Brutal Censure. Take out that victim. Draw a card. And she'll hit the character card for 1 and 1 and draw. So, one more round and we can get it to flip. Alright, not shuffling anything into the deck. Search the environment deck or transfer first, second, or third waypoint card, put it into play, then shuffle the deck and destroy this card. So it has to be third because we've got the first and the second. Okay, so we want Demolished Camp. That's the good one. When this card enters play the top card of the environment deck and destroy this card. If landing site would enter play, instead remove it from the game. Increase damage dealt to TAC Ahab by 1. If TAC Ahab is destroyed, remove him. So, we get one more card play. It's the landing site, so that is removed from the game. We shuffle the deck, there's another victim, and destroy that card. Okay, Gentleman, heal, and play. Careful Stab. Interesting. Gentleman with the highest HP deals the hero with the highest HP 5 melee damage. That is Haka. Destroy a non-character card belonging to that hero. Oh, sure, I can do that. Oof, the thin one is... Oh, you know what? I meant to let Chastise lapse. Okay, so thin one's hitting that for 2. Short one hits Haka and Terminus. And so it goes. Okay, now things can happen. Exodus. Getting a constellation. Playing it next to the thin one. Sorry, Fanatic. Which means Starlight of Acheron will hit him for 4. That's cool. I can play a card. Now I'll play Stellar Wind. 2 cold damage. 4 cold damage to each of these assholes, and I draw 2 cards. Power, I'll do the same thing as last time. I have no constellations to play, but we'll have Starlight of Terra, hit the character card for 1, draw a card. Haka plays Haka of Battle. Drop 4 cards, hit this guy for 7, and hit the victim, putting him on the bottom. Draw a card. Alright, Soul Ignition. Add 3 tokens to your Wrath pool. I can use a power now. I'll use Immortal Coils. Deal a target 3 cold damage. Remove 3 tokens from my Wrath pool and reduce damage dealt by that target by 1 until the start of my next turn, so I'll hit the thin one. I can discard a card. If I do, add 3 tokens to my Wrath pool or use a power now. I'll discard a card and use this Bone Chilling Touch to hit him for 2. And then for my power phase, I'll use the other Bone Chilling Touch to hit that one for 2 and draw a card. And I'll probably do that again next turn. Let's get the Sacrosanct Martyr out, and then she will do 1 and 1 to that, and I believe, yep, that flips it immediately. Okay, so, this is no longer a target. All heroes can use the following power. Scream. This hero deals 1 target, 1 sonic damage. Gameplay. Gentlemen are indestructible. Whenever a gentleman is dealt sonic damage, if it has 0 or fewer HP, flip it. So we need to take them down to 0, and then use the power to hit them with sonic damage, and when there are no gentlemen in play, the heroes win. Whenever an environment target is destroyed by a villain card, play the top card under this. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 7 heart cards in play, the gentlemen have completed their scheme. Game over. So, gameplay is still the same, except that now we can actually win. And she draws a card. I'm going to shuffle that card from the trash into the deck. Hey, look, got rid of the victim, or at least delayed it by 1. Alien Fungus. Whenever a frozen card enters play, this card and TAC Ahab each regain 3 HP. And the environment turn, this card deals each hero target 2 toxic damage. Okay, everybody take 2. Alright, they both heal. And we play Voiceless Escort. Minion. Oh, hey. Increase sonic damage dealt to this card by 1, and the villain turn, this card deals the hero with the highest HP 2 melee damage. Oh, that hero skips to the next play phase. Ouch. Alright, so short one hits this for 2. We'll be able to deal with that. Thin one is only doing 2 damage. He hits Haka and Terminus, as usual. And then the Voiceless Escort hits Starlight of Cryos 4, so Starlight can't play cards. Or, well, it's not that she can't play cards, it's that she skips her play phase. Alright, so, she skips her play phase. I think I'll have her deal 2 damage to the Alien Fungus to get rid of it, so we don't have to worry about that. Draw a card. Haka plays Tomoko. 3 to this guy, 3 to this guy. Draw a card. I think you really want to keep them kind of at the same HP, but I'm not. I'm just not. Terminus plays Soul Ignition again. 3 tokens. She's going to use Scream to deal 2 sonic damage to the Escort. Take it out. Do I want to discard a card? I don't think I do, actually. because that's a good card to have. But then I'll go ahead and use Immortal Coils, take those 3 tokens again, keep his damage nerfed, draw a card. Ooh, hey, Absolution. I will absolutely play that. And I'll just go ahead and hit this guy for 3. Cool, draw a card. Again, I will take the Alien Fungus, shuffle it into the deck to delay that victim. Oh boy. Then the environment turn, discard the top 4 cards of the environment deck. This card deals each non-environment target X cold damage or X number of frozen cards discarded this way. If 4 frozen cards are discarded this way, destroy this card. Uh-oh, we need to get rid of that somehow. So, that's not a frozen card. 1. Okay, so everybody take 1 cold damage. Except for Haka. Alright, the Gentleman heal. We have successfully not gotten a second heart this whole game. Careful stab. Oof. 5 melee damage. Because it's dealt by the highest, yeah. Haka takes that, and he will destroy his Taiaha because he's got another one. Thin one deals no damage, so he hits everybody for 2. And then the short one hits, gosh, Terminus and Fanatic for 2 each. This is actually turning kind of bad. Well, you know how they couldn't play cards next time? They kind of don't have anything to play. I'm going to play Stellar Wind, have Starlight of Acheron deal her 4 damages, and then... oh yeah, draw 2 cards. That's important. Alright, she'll use her base power, so 1, 2, 3 radiant damage to him, and draw a card. This will work out pretty well. Haka plays Vitality Surge, because somebody needs to heal, and then he will scream at the thin one, or the short one, dropping him to 0 HP, so he flips. Whoa, gross. Then the villain turn, thin one deals the non-villain target with the highest HP, H melee damage. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Let's see, is this destroyed? Yeah, that's destroyed. This is not destroyed. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's true. It's a non-character target. Yep, alright. Draw a card. Covenant of Wrath sounds like a really good idea. When this card would be destroyed, you may remove 3 tokens from your Wrath pool. If you did, prevent this destruction. Use the power. Terminus deals a target 6 cold damage. Destroy this card. So, 3 tokens. Draw. And she gets a token. Yeah, I like that idea. Time for Fanatic to go ham. Sanctifying Strike. So she gets a damage boost and damage taken boost. Deals a target 2 melee damage. And I can play a card. Smite the Transgressor. Deal a target 3 melee damage. I can use an extra power this turn. First one will be Absolution to hit him for 4. And then, oh, let's see. She'll deal herself 4 irreducible radiant damage, which becomes 5, so she goes down to 1. So she took 5 radiant damage, so she deals a target that amount of radiant damage plus 2, so that's 7, 8 to this guy. Okay, that's really cool, and if she dies, well, it was worth it. You know, I think I want to shuffle a frozen card into the deck because we can't get rid of the blizzard just yet. What's left of them when this card enters play, search the environment deck and trash for first, second, or third waypoint and put it into play. They're all in play. Ah, crap. There goes Fanatic. Nothing at the end, nothing at the end. Alright, frozen. Oh, you know what? I did that wrong. 2, not frozen. I should have shuffled a non-frozen card in. Okay, so everybody takes 2 damage. Fanatic is gone. Starlight's not doing so hot. And then this card deals each hero target 1 psychic damage and is destroyed. So Fanatic was going to die anyway. Alright, start of turn, he heals 2. Well, he's down to 20, so we're close. They play Nightly Intrusion. Oof. Non-villain target with the lowest HP, 4 melee damage. That is Starlight of Acheron, and she is destroyed. And all targets from the environment deck. Okay, the environment trash. Oh, hey, we get Tack Ahab. That's great. Okay, the good news is he's taking extra damage, and when he dies, we're done with him. So whenever this card has no cards beneath it, place the top card of each hero deck beneath this one. Oh god, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. Alright, so all targets from the trash into the deck. Alright, so he hits Ahab for 3, helpful, but then he hits the non-villain target with the highest HP for 4, and that's actually still Tack Ahab, he takes 5. That's cool. I'm going to play Event Horizon, destroy this constellation, and get rid of the Raging Blizzard, because cripes. I wish I had a second one, because I would just destroy Tack Ahab, and that would be great. So, yeah, Starlight of Cryos 4. 2 constellations from my trash into play. That one on her, she hits herself for 1 and heals 1. That one on him, hit him for 2 and heal her 1. Draw a card. Okay, Taiaha again. 3 and 4. Draw a card. Let's do the Chain Conductor, Jailbreaker. Shuffle, but I'm not going to put it into play, so I get 3 tokens and deal a target 2 cold damage. And then we'll use Covenant of Wrath. 6 damage to this guy, 3 tokens. Draw a card, and a token. What's Fanatic got? You know what? 1 player may play a card. We will play Redshift, draw a card, 2 players may play a card. I think that's a good idea. He should have been drawing all kinds of cards, because things have been getting destroyed. Oh, hey, Ground Pound. That's a great idea. That's one of my card plays. And then I think we'll play Wish as the second one. So top 5 cards of Terminus' deck. Oh right, Terminus can't die. Let's see, and the rest go on the bottom. I'm not playing that, I'm not playing that. Did that guy hit her? I can't remember. Don't think so. Yeah, I just need some quick damage, so we'll play Unusual Suspects. 2 tokens. Deals up to 2 targets 2 cold damage each. If she deals damage to a target that shares a keyword with a card in any trash pile, increase that damage by 2. And he's a mercenary, so no. So she just does 2 damage. But she can hit both of them. So that's cool. Alright, that was Fanatic's turn. Let's see. Definitely want to shuffle a card into the deck. This is probably the least bad thing that's in the trash right now. Delay those victims. And hey, we got it. There are no waypoints to search for. Shuffle the deck. So at the end of the environment turn, discard a card from beneath this one. Attack Ahab deals a target from that deck with the highest HP, X irreducible sonic damage, where X is the number of waypoints in play, plus 2, so 5. We're going to do this to Terminus, because she'll survive it. Except, we have Ground Pound, so in that case, I'm actually going to discard Starlight's card, so that we can get away with not having to deal with that. And then that card destroys itself. Fantastic. Okay, gentlemen, Growing Panic. Get the Ethium Vein. That's actually the good one, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that's right. If we take that out, we can get Attack Ahab to hit the villains. That's fine. I think we're going to win this round. Although, saying that, nothing left in the trash. Shuffle. Each hero deals himself 1 psychic damage. Reduce damage dealt to villain targets by 1. So they're turtling up, but he can't deal damage, he can't deal damage, he can't deal damage. Oh, yeah, he healed 2. Important. Okay. Celestial Aura. So Starlight of Cryos 4 is going to hit Starlight of Terra. No, forget that. Starlight of Terra will deal 2, reduce to 1 radiant damage to that guy. Draw a card. Because I didn't have any... Did I have any constellations in my trash? I did. Never mind. Yeah, let's put that next to Attack Ahab. Hit him for 1, 2, 3. Draw a card. Alright, Haka plays another Dominion. Why wouldn't he? 3 damage to this guy. Oh yeah, Ground Pound goes away. 3 damage to this guy, taking him out. Remove him from the game. These cards go in their trash. And Ethium Vein will just destroy itself, so I don't even care. Constellation goes away. And hit him for 2. Draw a card. I think we got this. Yeah, we got this. Just for the heck of it, Stoke the Furnace, draw 2 cards, increase damage dealt by Terminus by 1 until the start of my next turn. Let's see, I can remove 3 tokens and play a card. I'll add 3 tokens. And then we use Covenant of Wrath and do 7 reduced to 6 damage to this guy, and we win. So on his flip side, at the end of the villain turn, short one deals a non-villain target with the lowest HP, 3 melee damage. So he starts killing the lowest one. So that's the gentleman. They're a pretty rough fight, but not super difficult. We didn't see any hearts besides the first one because I did a really good job of keeping the environment under control. So let's take a look at the hearts. Pauper's Heart. At the start of the villain turn, one player with 3 or more non-character cards in play destroys one of those cards. Father's Heart. Increased damage dealt by the gentleman with the highest HP by 1. Really glad I didn't have that one. Mother's Heart. Reduced damage dealt to the gentleman with the lowest HP by 1. Child's Heart. At the start of the villain turn, each hero deals himself 1 psychic damage. Ooh, that's rough. Coward's Heart. At the start of the villain turn, the players collectively discard 2 cards. And Wanderer's Heart. Villain targets are immune to damage dealt by environment cards. That's probably the least bad one, all things considered. We saw the victims. What about their deck? Frenzied Offense ongoing. When this card enters play, search the villain deck and trash for 2 minions and put them into play. If you search the villain deck, shuffle it. While there is a Voiceless Escort in play, reduce damage dealt to gentleman by 1 and increase damage dealt by gentleman by 1. Silver Knife. Implement. 6 HP. Reduce damage dealt to this card by 1. Then the villain turn, the gentleman with the highest HP deals a non-villain target with the lowest HP, H melee damage, so that's going to get them killing environment targets faster, and that's actually it. Like I said, it's a very thin deck, only 14 cards, because they have so many specialized cards in the game. That was pretty cool. This Haka, like I said, that power is not very good. We're getting down to the point where it would be useful for him to use it, but, I mean, unless you have less than 6 HP and you're in danger of taking a single hit or 2 hits that will kill you in the next round, there's no point in using that power. It's not very good. As for the modded Fanatic, like I said, really neat. I like her having something that increases her own damage, as I hopefully demonstrated. That is very helpful and can result in some really cool stuff. So, you can find the gentleman on Delphaphage's archives along with all of Alsconder's other stuff. As always, Tabletop Simulator, the Reaver Sentinels Cauldron DLC, and Delphaphage's archives are not licensed creative games products. Please support the official release and flip.